Scroll saw blades, what do I use? I use the Pegas Modified Geometry blades. My go-to size is the size 5. I do have sizes 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. 1 would be your smallest, skinniest blade with the thinnest curve, and then 9 would be the thicker blade. I found the size 5 to be the most versatile for all my projects, and that is my go-to size. Here are my blades laid out on a white sheet of paper so you can see them a little more clearly. This is the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and you can see the difference when they're laid out. We go from a very thin to a much more thick blade. The teeth pattern on the Modified Geometry blade, most teeth are pointing down with the very bottom teeth pointing up. So when you are cutting, you are having much less tear out on the bottom cut because your blade does go up and down. You have a pretty clean cut on the top and the bottom. You will notice some tear out as the blade dulls, and oftentimes that's when it's time to change your blade. However, I usually just push through that and keep cutting, and I just have a little more cleanup. If you would like to change your blade when that happens, then that's the time to do it. I have found these blades to be a really good blade for my scroll saw. They don't break often, even though they're really thin, and I tend to go at a pretty high speed. They hold up well to the heat. Even the size 1. Now this one will break a lot more often than any of the other sizes just because it's a lot more delicate. But my go-to size is this one right here, the size 5. I go through more size 5 blades than any of the other sizes. This would be for my very delicate, intricate cuts. This would be a level up from that. This can pretty much do all my cuts, but sometimes there's just too many tight little corners and I have to jump down to this size. These two sizes are more for my outline cuts if I'm stack cutting something, or if you're cutting into a really tough piece of wood, you're gonna wanna go to these ones, but then you're limited on how tight you can get your turns if you need to do that. Those are the blades that I use. I'd be happy to answer any questions, send links to the exact ones. They're my favorite ones. They work on any scroll saw that takes pinless blades.